So hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 10 of our Player Career Mode here on the channel. If you didn't watch the last episode, go back and watch it. Although it was a disappointing episode for us, we had two losses, one to Forest Green. We then got knocked out of the FA Cup by Fleetwood. However, we did finish on a win against Bradford City. Coming up in this episode, it's all League 2 action. We start away to CREWE Alexandria. We are in the starting 11. Then we're at home to Walsall, followed by CRAWLEY away. Just to bring you up to date on the league table at this moment, we are still 19th. We are languishing. We are on 24 points, but a couple of wins would really propel us. If we can put some sort of run together, I think we can move up the table. We start off against CREWE today, who are below us, as are CRAWLEY, and Walsall aren't that too much above us either. So we've got some options today to really look to climb the table. So we're going to get straight stuck into it against CREWE Alexandria. Like I said, we are in the starting lineup for this game. If we just skip and play a match, we're starting in the middle of midfield with Close and Westbrook either side, Ironside and Miller, that dynamic duo up front. Faulkner's in the back three and Sterre is on the right hand side. So let's get to it.
The stage is set and the prospect mouth-watering. Two teams at the peak of their powers, ready for a battle royal, serving as a true gauge of their ability to perform under pressure. Only one team can... Right then,
objectives-wise, I think complete 5 passes. We're going to do that dead easy. That's our enhanced objectives. So, first game of the day, CREWE Alexandria at their ground. Let's see what we can do. First attack, and it is CREWE, the home side. Tracy takes a nice touch, to be fair, past Anderson. We've got some defending to do. We get a nice interception. Baker Richardson, edge of the box. If I remember, we've played CREWE already. I'm not quite sure if it was in the Pete's Trophy or not. Tracy on the edge of the box. We've got more defending to do here. It's into Long back to Powell, who strikes it. Anderson gets a block. They're going to pick it up again. Tracy, we get another good footing, but it does go back to Long, who strikes it, and it's a good save from Lola. But all CREWE early doors here. They do have a corner, which they may look to take short. I'm sure, I can't remember the result. I remember Baker Richardson having a rather good game, as Tracy looks to skip past him. Long now, edge of the box again. Demetriou, is he going to do anything here? We're just once again just holding the edge of the box. It's a nice pass down our right hand side. We can see him on the edge of the box. Sterry does very well. And can we break? It's into Miller. We haven't really had a touch of the ball yet. We haven't played a pass. As it goes back into Faulkner, will go into us, and we're going to spray this out to the left hand side. 10 minutes on the clock, and we have it in the middle of the pitch. We're going to go to the left hand side again. That's on so far. It's into Maxwell. Maxwell back into Westbrook. Into Miller. Once Miller and Ironside get on the ball, we tend to do well. It's going to come back to Ironside, rather fortuitously closed. Into Miller, strikes it. Aberdeen gets it away now. Long will come forward for CREWE. CREWE coming forward again. Baker Richardson on the run. Tries to go back into Long. We're going to pursue. Can't quite get the foot in. Long gets there first. It's Colkett on the edge of the box once again. Takes a touch inside again. Just knocks it past us. Tracy into Long. It's a good block by Faulkner. And Maxwell will clear. But 25 minutes on the clock. It's all CREWE Alexandria at this moment in time. We really haven't got into the game as a midfielder or as a team, as we just seem to be defending us back three at this moment in time, as Faulkner goes right to Sterry, into Miller. Miller looks inside. We've got players either side of him. Close, back out to Sterry, back into Close, back into Miller. This is better from Doncaster. Westbrook, Ironside. Can he get a pass to Miller? He can't. He's on the edge of the box and he loses possession. And that is not very good from Ironside, who, to be fair, has done very well in patches this season, but some of his hold-up play could be a little better. As CREWE come down our right-hand side. Faulkner holding up Aberdeen. We've got Long towards the edge of our box. Takes a touch back. We're not going to commit. We're just going to follow him out there, Long. At this moment in time, he plays a little back heel. We take a nice little couple of touches and play it in too close. And CREWE are now on the attack. It's into Colkett, back into Tracy. More defending to be done. It's snuck round the side. Baker Richardson. Lola makes a good save late on in this first half. There's not been much in this game. You'd say CREWE have had the sort of more moments and been the better attacking side. As Close gets that, we should just pick that up. We're looking for a pass. We can't really see one. We're going to have to go across his box, which is not a pass I like playing. But Sterry does very well to bring that down, and we will come away with it. Sterry down the right hand side. Can we get a goal before half time? Close, goes back into Miller. Back into Ironside. We're trying to make a space for herself. Westbrook inside the box. Strikes it. Side netting. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Look, it's a decent away performance that. We weren't as brightest going forward. We had some good moments, but defensively we've been sound, and let's hope we can snatch something in at this second half. Doncaster in possession, Ironside, lovely little back heel to us. This is probably the most sustained even spell we've had just after half time here. As Sterry goes into Ironside, Ironside into Miller. Miller strikes it and Miller scores inside, near post. That is a beautiful goal from Doncaster. It was the perfect start to the second half. We were involved from the off, dictating possession in the midfield, but once he got into the front players, we sort of just sat and watched. Let's have a look at this. Sterry does very well. Ironside picks his pass into Miller, and you would expect the keeper to do better there. It's something on this year's EAFC that's possibly not the best of goalkeepers at the near post, but that is shocking goalkeeping. Possibly expecting Miller to go across the goal. Didn't, but it's CREWE Alexandra 0, Doncaster 1, and we're up to a 7.1. CREWE Alex coming forward down our left, looking for an instant response here. Kune on the right-hand side, plays it into Demetriou. We've got players to mark here. Tracer is one of them. Plays the ball down our left-hand side. He's kept that in, and it goes across the goal. And to be fair, if that had gone in, we did let him run off the back of us there. We make our first change, and Richard Wood is going to be coming on for Anderson. So we're shoring it up a little bit at the back, going for the experience, but still CREWE Alex 0, Doncaster 1. We come forward again, Doncaster into Westbrook. It comes back to us. We have a little look around. There's not really a pass forward on, so we'll go back to Faulkner. In to Ben, into close. We've made a nice little bit of room again. Nice little touch into Miller. Ironside. Ironside back into close. Ironside again. Back into close. This will be a wonderful goal. Davis makes a save. We're on to a 7.1. But that was a lovely flowing move from Doncaster as it's whipped in once again. Close tries to get the header on it but can't. Baker Richardson will, as we pull out to the edge of the box, and Sterry into Faulkner, which goes into us. We're looking left and right. I can see a pass into Ironside. Ironside holds it up well. Still Joe Ironside. Lovely little back heel. Closest forward. Miller strikes. And that possibly could have been the icing on the cake. We're playing some lovely attacking football at times here, Doncaster Rovers. Baker Richardson's now marking us. As that goes over our heads, it's headed into the box. Ironside tries to get on it. We're not going to win that one. And Tabernier brings it away. Powell now. And CREWE can possibly counter, although we look like we've got bodies back. But Powell takes a step inside. Now Baker Richardson. There's defending to be done here. But defending we do. That is a lovely step in there. And it's still 1-0 to Doncaster with 15 minutes roughly to go. Miller, though, plays it through. Maxwell. Here he is. Maxwell left-hand side. Davis makes another save. And to be fair, their goalkeeper has totally kept them in this game. It's still only 1-0. Are we going to regret not taking these chances? And here are CREWE Alex coming forward just after that save from Davis. Are we going to be able to get a foot in here? It's played into White. White out to Taberner. Back into White again. We've got more defending to do. We're just going to sit on the edge of the box. We're wary of this CREWE. And that is a great save from Lawler. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tangled up because I'm watching what we're trying to do here. We had defending to do. It was a good header. Good crossing. We tried to get the block. And now a corner. And that should be headed away nicely by Close. And is. But it's going to fall to the edge of the box and row. Now Demetriou. More defending to be done. We don't want to rush in with tackles. Taberner goes back to O'Riordan. Taberner again. And we win the ball well. And there's a pass on if we can get there. We're struggling with the strength. It's a real battle between us and this kid on the right-hand side. It goes back in to Aberdeen. It's crossed him well. Headed away by Faulkner. And Ironside will win that. And then Demetriou will. It's now constant CREWE pressure. We're stood in the middle of the back three. It goes out to Powell, who strikes it. Aluud as well. We're going to win this, hopefully. Are we? We're not. It's back to Taberner again. It's not the strongest bit of play we've seen as we go into Miller. And now we can possibly come forward and just calm this down a bit as Sterry takes a lovely touch down the right-hand side. We're on a 7.4 at the moment. Miller goes into Ironside. We're going to ask for it. And hopefully just take the sting out of this a little bit. Because, like I said, time is ticking down here at CREWE Alex Stadium. But it's played out left to Maxwell. Back into Ironside. Now Miller. Miller is here. That's a lovely ball to us. We're going to take a couple of touches here on the ball. I'm looking into Close here, which there is a pass on now Ironside. Oh, and Ironside tries to play it back to us. But we've now got defending to do again as Baker Richardson comes forward. Now Rowe. And we look like we've got it covered off. 89 minutes on the clock. We don't want a late equaliser for CREWE, Alex. We're going to come across. Powell, it's into the left-hand side and White. A good header from Aluwu, although it's going to fall to Powell. White on the edge of the box. It's back to Powell again. Aluwu gets a good block in. We're there as well. It's good defending all round. And we're now going to take this away and we're just going to wallop it. Hopefully, was the plan. 92 minutes on the clock. CREWE Alex still coming forward here. And that is going to be it. That's a good start and we had to work very, very hard for that. It's CREWE Alex 0, Doncaster Rovers 1. And we've done very, very well to win that indeed. Let's have a little look at our stats. Defensively, I thought we were quite good. We lost a couple of battles, maybe needing a little bit more strength at times. But yeah, we're celebrating that because that is a good start to the episode. We did get a 7.5 match rating. We completed 25 passes, 96% accuracy, and made 2 tackles. So that is a decent start to the episode. On to Walsall.
This is it. A can't-miss game and a backdrop to match what is a special occasion. The fans had this one circled on their calendars long ago, and now it's a matter of who will dominate on the pitch.
Joe Ironside giving plenty of encouragement to our lads here. If we play like we did in that last game, we have got a decent chance of winning again. We do start in the defensive midfield role once again, and hopefully we can make it 2 wins from 2 at the start of this episode because Christmas is coming around the corner as well, and we're looking at Christmas parties, and it's much better when you're on a winning streak and in good confidence to have those Christmas parties. So let's hope we can back that CREWE result up here at home to Walsall. But here are Walsall down our left hand side, and Knowles. We've got defending to do here as Hutchinson has it down that side. Knowles again. Back into Hutchinson, back into Knowles. We're not in the best position here as we're having to sprint to cover him down. We get the block, but it falls to Draper. But he is offside. It was a good block, I felt, from us on the edge of the box. But yeah, disappointing it fell to him, but offside, so no harm done. Aluwu, what a tackle that is. We pick up possession high up the pitch here. It's Miller, back to Biggins. Biggins goes back to us. We have to take a touch out of his feet. We can see Sterry, who is always available on this right-hand side. We just sit back a little bit. It's into Close, back into Sterry. If he goes back to Close, we've got another option. He doesn't. It goes to Gordon, and Gordon keeps it in very, very well indeed for Walsall, to be fair, and they will bring it clear. Forward come Walsall though. Johnson to our right hand side. He's got Gordon on the outside. We're just tucking in once again in that spot in the middle, just covering, shielding our back three as we see Hutchinson play it. We get the ball. It's a difficult position. We got panicked a little bit there, to be fair to us, as Walsall will come forward again. Hutchinson, we do win it back very, very well into Miller, and now we will break Ironside out to Close. Will Close manage to run forward? It looks like he's got a pass behind him, one of which is Aluwu. We asked for it. It was a little bit difficult, but we'll take it down this side. We'll go into Sterry, and it's a lovely little 1-2 down the right hand side. Can we get a pass on here? It's a little dink back to the edge of the box. Miller strikes it, and on 20 minutes we have a decent chance there. It possibly wasn't the best cross in the world. We do get back though, and Close will pick that up, but it's a terrible pass. And yeah, Walsall are back in possession. It's all Doncaster at the moment though. Miller down the right hand side. This is an opportunity. Ironside, edge of the box to Ben Close, who strikes it. Doncaster 1, Walsall 0, and we are looking in some sort of form. It's been coming, and we are starting to really put teams to the sword, and that is a great finish by Ben Close, who's really growing into this season, as all this midfield is. Ironside picks out the pass, it sits up nicely, and Close past the keeper, side netting. Doncaster 1, Walsall 0. Opportunity to Walsall to come forward, but no, we win it well, and then it's a bad pass to us, to be fair. But Biggins does win it back, and Richard Wood will come into Maxwell. If Maxwell comes back, he did have an option, but Miller will pick it up now. Richard Wood will possibly go into us. No, it's back to Wood again. We will ask for it. He were under a bit of pressure there. We're going to offer us a services, to Aluwu, and just calm it down a little bit as we go into Anderson. We'll go out to Sterry on this right-hand side, and now Close, but just tidying up a little bit at the back there as Ironside plays it into us. We take a look to the left-hand side, and look at that for Maxwell. Down the left-hand side, that's a decent ball in. Maxwell takes a touch past the full-back. We are on the edge of the box in a lovely position here. It doesn't quite make its way to us, and Walsall will clear. Back into Draper. Earring on the edge of the box. We tried to get a block in. Anderson does, and Richard Wood does get it away well. And now there are opportunities to break away here. We're looking at, there's a pass through the middle, and we just can't quite make it. We tried to make that killer pass through. Unfortunately, didn't quite have the talent yet early in this career to do it. As Richard Wood loses the ball, there's disappointment here as Lola makes it, and it is an own goal. As we tried to get back on the line, we possibly didn't need to do that. It's a shot, it's deflected up, and then it's just hit us. We couldn't adjust his body close enough, and yeah, down to a 6.3, Doncaster 1, Walsall 1, and it's our first own goal of our career. Very disappointing. Sterek down the right-hand side. Can we get an instant response? It's into Ben Close. Ironside. He's got to strike it and does. And Doncaster, and my God, are we proud of our teammates, because that has got us out of a right hole at the end of this first half. Joe Ironside striking left-footed. He's looked particularly dangerous today as Joe Ironside. We're going to get to see the replay. It was Sterry down the right-hand side. Close made the option, and Ironside had that much time in the Walsall box. He could pick his spot, and pick his spot he did. Doncaster 2, Walsall 1. That spared our blushes. This is good possession at the end of this half, but that is going to be the end of this half. And Doncaster 2, Walsall 1. Decent performance at the Keynote so far. Let's hope for more in the second half. We spray a ball to the left-hand side, and Maxwell has it. He's not got too much support, however, he has got Biggins. As Biggins plays it to us, we're going to strike it, and that is a decent strike. It was dipping, it was curling away from the keeper, trying to make up for his early error, as Ben Close will trot across to take the corner. We're going to have a look to see if we can nip round the back stick. We can't. It's a poor corner, and Hutchinson will clear away, but that were a decent strike from us on the edge of the box. Walsall coming forward again. Gordon down our right-hand side. We're just watching him at this moment. We do get a nice interception and play the ball into Miller. That's going to help us no end as we go into close. Miller once again, he tries to get a ball into us. We certainly didn't ask for that. Gordon now for Walsall, but we are back once again, and we are just having to just be a little bit rushed, get that out of his feet. And we do knock it to the left-hand side, and Maxwell, it was going to come back into us. I don't know why they're trying to find us, because we're certainly not asking for it as we give it away on the edge of the area. And unfortunately, I think we may just be having to wolf this as Richard Wood goes into Maxwell, and we just about survive. But we are seeming to play out from the back a little bit more today. Whether it's working for us, I'm not sure. That's got to be a foul. Surely, that's got to be a foul, and it is 7.6 rating. Walsall come forward again. Draper, edge of the box. Anderson's there. As he's earring, it's back to Draper. Anderson, Johnson, defending to be done here. Hutchinson, edge of the box, strikes it. It bounces off two of our players, goes to Strick, and then we get a good foot in. And this is an option to move forward now. As we see it down this right-hand side, we're looking for Miller. We can't quite get that pass in. We're still looking for passes, one of which is Joe Ironside. Joe Ironside takes a lovely touch round the defender. Is he going to strike it, Joe Ironside? He isn't. It's going to go to Biggins. Biggins, edge of the box, can come back to us. He's got Maxwell in support. Biggins, we asked for it. There's an option to curl one, and curl one in to the stand. We certainly do. 66 minutes, still 2-1 to Doncaster. Corner to Walsall. We're on the penalty spot. It's going to be a short one once again. They do like a short corner on this game, don't they? Biggins does very well. It's fizzed into Hutchinson. There's more defending to be done here. And it's hit the bar, and we've got to clear this away. Anderson does somewhat. It's Daniels. We get a good footing on the edge of the box, and Biggins will bring it away as we just take a little step back in here. Maxwell, Anderson, we're asking for this because we can just calm things down. Dink it to the left-hand side, and Maxwell. And we have done that well at times today. Although we've scored that own goal, of course, there has been points in this game where we have managed to just calm things down a little bit as we do lose possession once again. It's not been convincing this last 5 or 10 minutes, but still Doncaster 2, Walsall 1. And now Walsall have the ball down our left-hand side. We've got more defending to do. Edge of the box, headed away well by Anderson, and it's going to be headed away by us to finish the clearance. Strick gets the header back in. Draper, now back into Strick, edge of the box. Now Hutchinson. Aluwu, it's back into Strick. There's defending to be done. It's Draper, and Lola makes a good save. Walsall are chucking the kitchen sink at us here a little bit. Corner now to defend as they make the first substitution. We are on a 7.9 rating as it's whipped in. It's headed away well by Anderson. Aluwu tries to get to the second one. It's back into Knowles. Knowles will strike it. Close will deflect it. And it's another corner to Walsall. More defending to be done. And we are once again on the penalty spot. It's going to come in towards us. We do get a good header on it. I don't think we were favourite for that. And that is going to be another corner. I thought that might be a goal kick. Still on the penalty spot defending. This time it goes short. Earring, edge of the box, goes into Tierney. Tierney to Farkhausen. Strikes it. Tuaner's blocking it. Trying to get it away. And get it away we do into Miller. And we're going to give Anderson an option down this left-hand side if he possibly can. And he does get it into us. And now, is there an opportunity? I can see Joe Ironside. And that is a pass and half. 8 rating now into Miller. Back into Ironside. And that is not where we passed it. We were trying to ping that first time to the right-hand side. But unfortunately didn't go. 5 minutes to hold on here at the keep moat. Forward come Walsall again. There is an option. There's a couple of options in middle, to be fair. We look a little bit out of shape here, but we've got back. Richard Wood back into Comley. 90 minutes is up. There's going to be 2 minutes of added time as we make one hell of a tackle. And we're just going to run this. We're going to take all the time in the world just down this side. And I think this is going to be enough as we just knock a little pass into Joe Ironside. Joe Ironside may go to finish it off here. It's into Molyneux. It's off the inside of the post. But that should be enough as we go charging back to his position. And this has been a solid, solid performance in midfield. Possibly one of our best. It is, I believe, an 8.3 rating. But we have got 2 wins from 2 at the start of this episode. We're beating the teams around us. Let's have a little look at what we did there, because we made some cracking interceptions at times as well. We obviously scored that own goal. But to bounce back shows a bit of mental resilience as well. And it is a 8.2 rating, 24 passes completed with an 85% pass accuracy. Can we make it 3 from 3? Final game of the episode then, Biggins and Close remain in the midfield with us. The front two is very much the front two now, isn't it? And Sterry and Maxwell as the wing backs. Now, we're currently sat in 13th. And after this game, I believe we could possibly go for the Christmas party. So we're going to have a look at that. But this could be it. Could we make it 3 from 3? We are away in Crawley. I'm not sure if we're going to have the Christmas party in Crawley, or we are going to have it when we get back to Doncaster. But this could be a big, big win for us. If we win this, we could be on the cusp of the playoff picture. Early doors though, we've got Crawley coming forward. Anderson gets a good block and it bounces very fortuitously to Darby. Lolos now back into Darcy. Darcy strikes it. Lawler should make the save. It's a very wet day here in Crawley as Kelly goes across to take their first corner of the game. We've got their centre half, I think they're number 6, as it's in towards the 6-yard box, and Luwu will head away. And we will follow that out, as will Joe Ironside, who does particularly well. But Lolos does manage to hold on to it. Maguire, edge of the box, into Lolos. We've got some defending to do. He plays it around the corner. Campbell Campbell strikes. Lawler makes a save. Early warning signs for us here, but we take that touch lovely. And we're going to come forward here. We are really coming forward. And then we lose possession because we get a bit giddy. I was looking for a pass to release it. Couldn't quite see one. Probably just as we got took down, I was looking at Ironside. But yeah, early doors, Crawley with a good chance. You know, that's easy. Crawley down our left-hand side. More defending to be done. We've got 3 centre-halves. We're going to leave him. It's Lolos is the man we're looking at this moment in time. However, we have just come across Castrate. Left-hand side of our box into Campbell. And we intercept very, very well. 6.7. And look at Joe Ironside through the middle. If Ben Close can get a better pass into him there, who knows what Ironside could have done. Gladwin, though, goes into Darcy. Darcy, edge of the box, back again. Crawling, attacking. We have, at times, had to do a fair bit of defending here, but we've done it resolutely so far. Darcy back into Castrate. We can see a little bit of danger on the edge of the box here. Biggins into Darcy. Right, Campbell, we're up against him. We're trying not to foul him, which we don't, but he does release it. Darcy again. See, this is a good thing with this midfield role. We are having to do some attacking at times. We do get shots on goal. We do get to play and dictate possession, but at times it is backs against the wall as Darcy gets crowded out there. Biggins goes into Miller. We ask for possession. And we do finally get it. I'm looking for Sterry, which is normally there, which he is. And we'll come away. 35 minutes on the clock. Crawley come forward again. Kelly, edge of the box. More defending to do. Low centre of gravity. Difficult to mark. Darcy now. Back into Campbell. Campbell will strike. We get a block in as well. Lawler just about gets rid of it as Miller is underneath that. And they will pick it up again, Crawley, as it's back into Campbell. We nearly get hold of it. Faulkner does very well. We're under pressure. We do manage to get a pass into Sterry, who will go into Anderson. Plays it into us. And we will go to close. We are good in tight areas at times as Miller now comes to us. We're going to spray it out to the left-hand side and Maxwell. Could we get a goal just before half-time as Biggins plays a lovely one too with Maxwell. Maxwell takes a big touch. He's got Miller and Ironside in the middle. He's got me on the edge of the box. It is into me. We're going to strike it. And what a save that is from a die. I thought that was the one. My goodness, we hit that. Let's have a little look. Ironside were in the way a little bit. 21 metres to goal. And a die, he looked a little bit wrong-footed even. Gets the save. And that pushes it wide. And then we do have a chance from this corner. We have shouted for it. It's into the middle. And Faulkner, it's another wonderful save from a die. And Crawley at the end of this half, as Anderson comes into us, we're going to look again for some options here. We're going to play it simply into Biggins. Biggins down the left-hand side. Can he get a pass into us? He can. We see Ben close. Close into Miller. Oh, and a die makes another wonderful save. And that should be the end of the half. But after the early Crawley pressure, it was all Doncaster at the end of that half. Much to build on for this second half. Second half then. Can we get the win? If at the end of that first half anything to go by, we certainly look like we might be able to as Crawley come forward early. Down our left-hand side. Castrate takes a little touch. He's not going to... Oh, he is going to get past Maxwell like that. I didn't think he was going to. He's still got defending to do, as have we. Darcy. And now we will whack that away through Faulkner, who does very, very well, actually, to clear that. And Ben Close takes a lovely touch into Miller. And there are options. Biggins down the left-hand side to Maxwell. Miller's making a nice run in the middle. We've got Biggins inside. That's unfortunate. If he'd have threaded that through, that could have been very good indeed. We're going to go across to this one. And we just shove him off the ball and play it all the way back to the keeper. 7.4 rating. Decent start to the second half as Lawler makes me a little bit nervous at times. Anderson goes into Close. And now we play out very well. Into Miller. These options here. Goes into Ironside. Loses possession. But does win a free kick. He's swinging one way and another then this game. Campbell now edge of the box into Sawyer and Lawler makes a good save. Aluwa will clear. Crawley have looked a little bit more dangerous at the start of this second half than we have. They've come out. They've obviously had a little bit of a rollicking at half time. And they have been putting the pressure on. There's been a couple of good moments from them, to be fair, as Maxwell goes to close him down. Darcy now will look to come forward into Campbell. Campbell holding the ball up well again. Low centre of gravity, Campbell. Liam Kelly, I believe formerly of Reading. Into Gladwin now, edge of the box. More defending to do. He skipped it into Brown. Brown strikes it. And he's going to be very disappointed. They seem to be getting in behind our fullbacks at times. And that's going to be Brown's last action of the game. 62 minutes gone, still 0-0. Darcy down the left-hand side for Crawley. Are they going to manage to get a goal here at the home ground? Maxwell defends very, very well. And that is going to be a corner, which we've got to defend. I believe we've got Maguire on the edge of the 6-yard box. It's whipped in well. It's headed well. And we're in a good position to wallop it away. If we had left this position there, if we weren't as disciplined as we could have been, I think Maguire may have had a tap in as Conroy comes forward. Defending to be done here again. Gladwin, edge of the box. Back into Darcy. More defending to do again. Back into Gladwin. Can we stop any shooting opportunities? Campbell may have an opportunity here. Darcy chooses not to strike. They work it across to Sarula on this left-hand side of ours. Back into Gladwin. Darcy's picked up a nice position inside. We will tell him to go, and they will go all the way back. Will Crawley back into Darcy. More defending. 81 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes to go. Can we keep this clean sheet? There's an option on the edge of the box into Campbell. We're going to marshal him, and marshal him well. 7.8 rating, and that is a beautiful bit of work. And if he can get a pass into me here, we see Miller. It's into, and we can trust him. We can trust this front two at times to hold the ball very well. And Maxwell will come forward down the left-hand side. Look at the space we're in on the edge of the box. Should he be able to get it to us? It goes back into Biggins. Now Close. Strikes it. It's a good save again from Adai, who's not had much to do in this second half. But that was a decent effort again. It's going to be whipped in. Richard Wood on the edge of it. No, Ransom gets it away. I'm hoping we're going to pick this up, which we certainly are. We're under a little bit of pressure here, but we're going to move it to this left-hand side. We can see Miller, simple pass inside, back into Biggins. It will worth a bang, Biggins, I think that. Into Ben Close. Close goes back to us, edge of the box again. We're still looking. Can't really see a pass at this moment, but Maxwell's out to the left-hand side. We will come to give him a little bit more support. He gives it back to us. It's all us. We can see Sterry, and it's not a good ball. We tried to ping it to the right when we possibly could have kept it a little bit shorter. That's possibly the most disappointing thing we've done in this game as we tick into added time and CRAWLEY come forward for one last time down our right-hand side. Are they going to manage to get a goal here? It's a header and it's over the bar from Sawyer. It's CRAWLEY 0, Doncaster 0. If that had gone in, I think we may have been looked at for our defensive responsibilities there. We were marking fresh air. But it's an unbeaten episode. It's 2 wins. It's a draw away from home. We will certainly take that. It's another 8.0 rating with a 92 minutes played. And we also got a 92% pass accuracy with 26 passes completed. And now I believe it's time for the Christmas party. So let's have a look where we can go. Now, I thought we were going to be able to have a Christmas party, but we can't do the charity party. So maybe we're going out on the club one. But what we are going to do is just buy some Christmas gifts because we're such a nice team, mate. So we're going to get those in for the lads, especially after that episode's performances because we've been absolutely superb. Just to bring up the spreadsheet, so have a little look at where we are. We have had a very, very good episode indeed in terms of that. Look at that. We had a 7.5 rating, then an 8.2, then an 8. We got a man of the match in that last game as well. So it was a very, very positive episode. I think if we have a look at the standings as well, I think we'll see that because we were 19th when the episode started. We're now up to 12th. And to be fair, we're only 3 points off of the playoff places, as good as we have been. And that goal difference, although not too good, is starting to improve as well. So all very positive in that respect. Let's just have a look, see if there's any other teams interested in us. There isn't. It's still the Turkish side, the German side, and the Polish side as well. So nobody else interested in us at the moment. We have completed all the objectives to go to the Turkish side. So we may be heading to Turkey at the end of this season. And just to have a little look at what's coming up on the next episode before we go, we've got Wrexham at home, the Hollywood Boys in League 2, then we go away to Morecambe and Newport County, and we will be in the starting 11 for the start of the next episode. So I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next episode. Ta-ra!